Hello, hello, hello. Today I've got a good one for you. Adult playgrounds. I feel like I'm starting a stand-up act. Um, uh, I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld when I go to bed because I don't have anything good to watch anymore, and I like having something on when I go to bed. Um, his stand-up, man. Oh my goodness, is so bad. I mean, it's fine, but it's just like, well, Lord have mercy. But although if I try to equate it to me talking about adult playgrounds randomly on YouTube, well, I guess there's not a terrible difference. Um, yeah, so adult playgrounds. Okay, so we think about this for a moment. What is there right now that is like an adult playground? Because one, I would like to work out more, right? That seems like a good idea. But also, the gym is boring. I mean, it's fine. It's cool. It's got its perks. You know, you got the machines. The machines are kind of fun. Whatever. But beyond that, I mean, can't we make something slightly more fun? Okay, so we got hiking. That's walking, and some mild climbing, perhaps. So, not the most tactile experience. We got rock climbing. That's a thing. Whether it be on actual rock or fake made rock for rock climbing places and such, that also seems like better than walking as far as funness goes and tactileness goes. Um, and we've got, what else do we have? Like, what else is there? I guess there's like those runs, like the little, I mean, the like 1 day events that they bring in, and they're like, okay, here's all that shit, go obstacle course, run through it or whatever. You got like mud and 5K and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff like that. Like that's close, but very temporary and stuff. What is beyond that? I just like in my mind, like I imagine like a parkour kind of situation. Like where do people practice parkour except in real life? I guess like a gym, like a gymnastics gym could be a good place for that. Trampoline places are also a good example of what that could look like. The trampoline places I think are a little bit too narrow as far as something that would be like the atypical, not the atypical, like the perfect adult gym. I would say trampolines are great, but too specific. Um, Gymnastics gyms, that could be something. They are close. There's a lot of closeness there. You can do all the back flips and the front flips and the walking on the beams and the flipping and the stuff. Again, it does seem a bit niche because you kind of have to like really know how to do that stuff. But like, where are the adult-sized jungle gyms? Does that sound? I don't know. Does that sound crazy to you? Like, I feel like I would really enjoy that. Um, where are those? Okay, maybe expensive. Sure, that's fine. For a public park, yeah, probably not a thing. Unless you're, really living in some like Dubai or some shit. I don't know, whatever. But but like, okay, so put it under a membership model, like the same way that a gym works, but just except it's like an adult-sized jungle gym in a warehouse thing. It sounds fun. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of, see, that's the thing with like adult jungle gym type things, or like adult playground type things, is they're all like super specific. You got like skiing, you got rock climbing, you got trampolines, I guess, even though it's more children oriented. You got the obstacle course, 1 day 5K runs or whatever. What else do you got? Skiing is of course a big one, for a lot of people. I've never been skiing in my life, so I don't know. You got the water stuff. You got swimming. Swimming is great. It's definitely in the right realm of like tactility in my mind, like that I think would be really enjoyable. I mean, I do like swimming a lot, but again, that's very specific, very one thing. But like, where can you go where you can like rock climb and like hop over across things and like climb up stuff and jump down stuff and run around and maybe this is probably a pretty niche audience, but you know, a pretty niche consumer for this kind of thing. But there is one thing that is also extremely specific that's nearby that I think about when I think about an adult jungle gym. Let me see if I can find it. What would that be called? Mesa Riverview Park rope thing. I don't know what it's called. If it even has a name. Yeah. This thing. It's fucking terrifying, but it's cool. Here, let me show you. This thing. Look at this thing. Hold on. This thing is so cool. I climbed with this thing once. Terrifying. It's like 3 stories, maybe just 2. Probably 3 or so. Maybe 4. I don't know. Yeah, this thing's cool. So stuff like this, you know, like a whole place full of shit like this. How fun would that be? I mean, that sounds really fun. I would totally dig the shit out of that, you know? So, I'm now accepting angel investors. So feel free to hit me up for that. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I don't know. It just occurred to me a few days ago. I'm looking for my notebook. I don't have my notebook. Occurred to me a few days ago that I really would love to just like climb some shit and run around and stuff. Is that? I don't know. There's definitely something there. Maybe one day I'll be able to have like a child jungle gym, but it's adult sized and you have the variety that a jungle gym does. Swings are fun too. Swings are generally not age specific, although usually are only found at child parks. So there's that. I just want more fun stuff. I don't know. There's tons of fun things to do. I mean, it's just a matter of like variety and stuff and mixing it up. And, you know, you do rock climbing, then you go swimming, and then you go for a hike, and then you bike, and then you blah, blah, blah. Like, you just do all of it instead of like, okay, I'm going to sludge through 5 days a week of treadmill. You know, that's my mental problem with it is like, it just sounds boring. And it is boring, but spicing it up and mixing it up, that is the key. So yeah, fine, I can like hobble together a fucking adult jungle gym for myself in a way, but I still have an itch for something very specific that'll never become a thing probably. So anyway, that's it. That's my whole spiel. Feel free to steal it from me if you have money and can make that happen. Let me know if you do. I will go there. I will fall. I will hurt myself, but I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it very much. So, thank you very much. Now moving on to miscellaneous, because I don't think I can say any more about that. It's Wednesday. I'm slowly losing it this week. I mean, I'm fine. I don't know. Just slowly losing it over nothing. Just nothing. I have so little motivation this week. That's all. You know? This whole trying to work 9 hours a day thing again, even though I used to do this all the time. I used to work 9 hours a day, every day, for like, what, at least 2 years? And then there was the year of working even more than that. And now I'm like gotten casually used to working 8 hours a day. And all of a sudden it's like hard for me to do 9. What the fuck? So I'm working on that. I'm trying to get my shit in order. I had to leave early today for an evac meeting. And so now I am 2 hours behind. So now I'll have to work either 2 10s or 11 hours tomorrow and then 9 hours on Friday to hit my made up quota in my head. Which, yeah, I don't even, yeah, just add it to the list, man. It's just a fucking whatever. I don't know even what I'm trying to say about this. There's nothing to say. It's life. Such is life. Didn't go grocery shopping today. I haven't written at all this week so far. I'm going to try to go to bed probably right after this so that I can try to get up early and start working to maybe try to pull off an 11-hour day tomorrow somehow. I mean, it's doable. It's just like going to be a real slog, you know. That's the thing. Is like the working long hours for me is totally doable. Like I don't have a problem with it, especially if I'm being like stimulated the whole time. Like I can pretty easily do 11, 12 hours a day if it's like rigorously got me like going. But when it's not, it's a slog. It's a real slog. So just depends on what kind of work I'm doing, you know, where I'm doing that work, how my environment is. The office is very distracting all the time. So that makes it difficult to maintain a certain level of focus and ability to keep going, which can be tricky. I watched a gay movie last night because I was looking for one, and I found one. It was actually really good. It was called Sublet. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say it was really good because it was pretty mild as far as like what someone would expect when you say really good. I just like it because I'm a bit of a partial person when it comes to like slow as fuck gay movies because they're just comforting in a weird way. I don't know. But I watched that last night. It's on HBO Max, in case you were curious. Didn't get the best reviews. A lot of people just said it was kind of like meh, which I can agree with. And a lot of people said they didn't feel like they like picked up on the emotional resonance of it all. And I can also understand that too. But for the most part, I enjoyed it and understood the kind of overarching emotional themes that they were talking about. I did find this Slant Magazine article review of it by Derek Smith that summarized it really well in the end of the article. He said, wisely, Sublet remains restrained and naturalistic, never allowing for grand, implausible twists of fate, which I'll skip the next part because that's kind of a spoiler. The film presents no grand epiphanies, but rather a slow, mutual journey towards common ground and genuine understanding. And in this small-scale portrait of a fleeting connection, Fox captures the powerful yet ineffable emotions that draw strangers, even those as outwardly different as Michael and Tomer, to one another, and which can provide solace in times when even loved ones can't reach us. That is a very, very good way of describing the movie. So, if that sounds like something that resonates with your little soul, maybe give it a little watcheroo. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. So yeah, that was pretty good. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. It's Ariel's birthday today. Happy birthday, Ariel. We're going to hang out, me, Ariel, Hina, and Alyssa. We're going to hang out on Friday. And looking forward to that. That'll be nice. Going to try to get through the next 2 days without losing my shit. And Yeah. Yeah. Try to look at my calendar. Because I need to get my new vaccine dose uppage thing. So if I did that this weekend, if I didn't do that this weekend, if I did it next weekend, that would still leave me with almost 2 weeks until we go to Universal Studios. So that's not terrible as far as like coverage goes. Time for the dose to have its full effect, etc., etc. Because we are going to Universal Studios on the 15th of February, something like that. So that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. I've never been to Universal Studios before. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I might have. But yeah, I've never been before, so I'm curious to see how that goes. And go to get some butterbeer from the Hogwarts thing. It'd be kind of cool to see the Hogwarts thing, even though I know Hogwarts isn't very PC anymore, given all the J.K. Rowling controversy. Controversy. I don't know. And also the Nintendo World is also opening around that same time too, so that'll be interesting as well. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. It's the first time multiple generations of my family are actually going on a trip together. Well, 3 generations of my family are going on a trip together since like 2007 or so. At least since I was a part of it. Like I think they went on a couple that I wasn't a part of, but yeah. So I'm excited for that. And yeah. EVAC meeting went well today. Or fine, I suppose. We are gearing up to have our first meeting or open meeting or just like gathering with other people outside of just us. So if you are a buddy of mine who is an art person, let me know. Well, I mean, I'll probably reach out to you, honestly. But yeah, be expecting an invite for that. I think that's going to be the 22nd of February. Yeah, 22nd of February. 2/22/23. We're still working out the details, but I need to make a poster, and I need to probably slap together a really quick website because I don't have enough time to make like a full-blown website or even make as good of a website as I otherwise would. But what I can do, since we have the domain already registered, is I can just make a additional Adobe Portfolio website and link that domain and just use that as like a quick landing page place for some brief information and some level of legitimacy to it until I can get the time to actually develop a real full-blown website. So we'll see how that all goes. I have no idea. It's moving along quickly, but I think we're heading in the right direction, at least, of just trying some things out and seeing what works and what doesn't work, and figuring it out. So I'm excited, really excited to get the forum going, because I think we're definitely going to do a forum, and then we can start bringing people in and letting people be on the forum and talking and chatting and connecting and networking, blah 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 blah, collaborating. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Don't know when that'll be happening, but hopefully soon-ish. Because yeah, forum sounds fun. Anyway, I think that's all. I will talk to you most likely tomorrow. Probably talking about the scorecard. It's been a bit of a battle try to keep up with my scorecard. I didn't make a new week yet for this week, and we're already at Wednesday. So if that's not indicative enough of where I'm at, it's there you go. So I gotta make this week's week, fill out what I remember for the days, and yeah. Last week was a good week as far as the scorecard goes. I got a 43 for the week, which I think is probably like the highest I've gotten maybe ever. Let's see. Yeah, that actually is my highest ever. That's crazy. So there's that. Had my highest week ever last week, so I guess I'm paying for it this week because I am not doing anything. It's a good time being alive, you know. January sucks. Paul and I were just talking about this. January sucks because you're just like, I'm all over the place. I gotta do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and you're like, okay, pick something. I don't want to pick something. I just want to do all of it at the same time, but I can't. It's not possible. So there is a problem in that. Been trying to focus more on just like the fundamentals of my life, like the basic necessity things that like can incrementally improve my existence, such as cooking and, you know, maintaining my space and, you know, doing things that make me happy and feel fulfilled, which is also a very tricky thing to do as well. Just even figuring that out. So good times. Okay, I'll leave you with that. I hope you are making some progress for yourself in this year, even if it's just being nice to yourself. You know, that sounds like a lot of progress to me. So I know that's a big one for me too. It's just, you know, just take care of yourself. Just be nice to yourself. Give yourself the love that you deserve. And that's it. That's all you can do. Existing is hard. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.